Hey, welcome to Winging It, Cooking with Rod and Carlos. I'm Rod.
I'm Carlos.
Carlos, what are we doing today?
Today we're gonna make arroz con pollo.
It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Everybody watch out.
Saberlo cortar, o sea, dependiendo para cuánta gente. Este puede ser un dinner. Tú sé, invita a la familia y es una familia entre 6 personas. Tranquilamente, pues un pollo es más que suficiente.
So for your family, if you have up to like 6 people, 1 chicken will be enough.
Yeah.
And then you just cut it up. So more people, you cut it in smaller pieces.
Yep.
Got it. All right, so if you only got 1 chicken, I understand.
Only 1 chicken.
All right.
So, vamos a cortarlo por la mitad. Make sure you always careful. You open up.
And you like to cook with whole chickens. I know we talked earlier about we're gonna get whole chickens apart, but you like, for a couple of reasons, you like the whole chicken.
Yeah. One of the reasons why I like the whole chicken is that you can make the piece that you want it exactly how you want it. And like I said, it can eat 6 people, all depends. Like you said, it is more people, you can cut it a little bit smaller.
So do you try and cut the chicken pieces the same size for even cooking, or it doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, once you got to open right in the middle, we got to take the bone in the middle. Vamos a sacar la espina donde.
So we're not gonna, the spine, the back part, that's gonna get discarded.
Yep.
Right. Now you could save that for stock or something else if you want to.
Yeah, most of the time, but you know, back in Ecuador, allá en Ecuador se le da a doggy, a los perritos.
He gets the dog gets the spine, right?
Yeah.
So it's just, the name of the dish is as simple as it is. It's arroz con pollo, which is rice and chicken.
Rice and chicken.
That's
But
pretty simple. Okay.
in Ecuador, in South America, in Mexico, in Puerto Rico, aquí en los Estados Unidos, everybody has their own version to make rice.
Right.
Todo el mundo lo hace diferente. Los voy a mostrar. La forma que yo lo hago es la forma que yo he aprendido tanto de mi mamá, de varias partes.
So you invited different, you take it from different things. Like I asked him earlier, I was like, are we doing the Ecuadorian version? We said we're doing the Carlos version. So you're borrowing from different cultures' way of doing it to make your own version.
And to make my own version, and it's gonna be really delicious. If you try to make this at home, it's gonna be really good. I mean, it's simple, it's not expensive,
Right.
and anybody can make it.
True. I mean, rice is pretty cheap, and if you look at the sales, you can get a whole chicken for, I think this whole chicken costs, what, $5?
Yeah, $5
so
around that.
It makes a nice, tasty meal.
Yeah, so now we're gonna cut the legs. So the way to do is, for right there.
Do you have any tips for people who are not used to butchering a chicken?
Yeah, well, I will show you this. Like when you wanna cut a leg, right?
Yep.
You go right underneath.
Okay.
And just go just
So you
to
try
the
to cut
joint.
along the joint, because you don't want to be sawing, even though you have the excellent knife right there, you don't want to be sawing through the bone.
Then once you got the joint, just
So you let the
practically
joint do
come
the
out.
work.
Yep.
You cut along the natural joints. Okay.
It's the same with the wing. If you want to cut it out, the same thing. You go under the wing, get to the joint.
I have a special place in my heart for wings. This is wings are how we both feed our families and bought our houses and stuff. So that's good.
Right there. So now we got the thigh. We're gonna take it out really nice too. It's el muslo de pollo.
So this is almost like a stew dish, right? We don't have to worry about drying. I know sometimes the breast can dry out or might cook differently than the thigh. So it's more of a stew dish, so we don't have to worry about that really.
Yeah, the stew is pretty good. The sofrito, mucha gente lo hace diferente, pero el sofrito que vamos a hacer es muy simple. It's 4 or 5 ingredients.
The
put all
sofrito is the
together.
actual spice mix, sort of.
Yeah,
that we
it's
cook it
like
in?
tomatoes, onions.
Okay.
It's like pretty much a veggie stock.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna look nice. The color is gonna turn out like nice and orange.
Is sofrito a spicy thing or more?
You can make it spicy if you want
but
to.
not traditionally in this.
Not
dish.
traditional.
Right, okay.
So we got all the parts that we need.
All right, so we'll be in it with 8 pieces.
Yep.
All right.
And then
So we could have 7 friends over.
Simmering.
All right, so what you're saying, Carlos, is if you don't have a lot of time or for the busy working family, whatever, from the time you cut this chicken to the time the family's sitting down eating is about, what, 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
That's
I
not
mean, it's not bad because once you put it all together, the only thing you have to do is make sure that you have enough water in the rice, make sure that this is nice and soak in the sofrito, and you simmer down ready to go after 45
It's
minutes.
not, sofrito's not something you have to marinate into it. It just cooks with it.
It cooks with it.
So 45 minutes, that's faster than a pizza getting delivered, really.
And
You get a nice home cooked meal.
You
cheaper.
can even come out with something else. You can make some beans around, like,
Right.
and you put it together with that.
Yep.
But for this dish right now that we make, it's gonna be just chicken and rice.
All right, let's head to the kitchen now that we have it all cut up and put everything together. All right.
Hi guys, it's Kelsey.
And Jody.
Today we're going to be making a caramel apple cider mimosa. Alright, you have the caramel to rim the glass. And then you're going to coat it with the cinnamon, nutmeg, sugar. Pour as much or as little as the Van Gogh caramel that you like. Me and Jody like a lot of caramel vodka in there. Add the apple cider. And then top it off with your Prosecco. We're gonna finish with our garnishment. Delicious red apple. Toast to you, Jody.
And toast to you. And to all you basic boys and girls out there that enjoy a good fall drink. Very good.
Delicious.
All right, we're in the kitchen now, Carlos. What are we going to be doing now?
El arroz que vamos a hacer es una versión que la aprendí de mi mamá. Saludos allá en Ecuador a toda la familia, a los amigos. Es una versión de mi mamá con otras versiones que he aprendido en toda mi carrera culinaria.
So the rice is your mom's version.
It's a base. One of the things that my mom told me to put on it was onions on,
Okay.
make it sofrito.
But she's okay with us having the recipe. She's not looking for a check or anything. She's good.
It's not her recipe.
All right, all right. Yeah.
¡Es mío!
That's good. All right.
Pero lo que vamos a hacer ahora, espero que ustedes lo intenten ahí en sus casas. Es muy rico, es muy delicioso y es un poquito diferente a lo que tradicionalmente se hace con el arroz.
Cool.
Ok. So, para hacer este arroz vamos a utilizar una cebolla.
One onion,
Can be roja, blanca, no me recuerdo.
whatever kind of onion you like. Red, white, whatever you like. Okay.
6 pedazos de apio.
Apio is Spanish for celery.
Yes.
And so you do about 3, you said, or 6?
6, all depends how big they are.
This
They're
will be a
kinda-
rough chop. It doesn't
yeah.
have to be tiny, right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
have to be. And about 1 carrot o zanahoria.
Okay.
Vamos a tener como 1,5 libras de arroz, aceite de achote.
Now tell me about that. That's not something I think a lot of people know about.
Yeah, there's a anato seed oil, which the anato seeds you can get at any place, or achote seeds.
Is it like a pepper or is it like
It is more just for color. It has a flavor, but it's not really that strong.
Okay, so
It
just
just
give our
much
rice
color, a
or
nice
that
color.
reddish color. Okay.
So
And then just oil, like
yeah, it's pretty simple to make it.
Okay.
I will show you guys. Probably all the Latino people know how to make aceite con achote, pero here people don't know
that's the
how.
same thing we did when we made the empanadas.
Yeah.
Same thing.
The same thing. And we're gonna need some caldo de pollo or chicken stock, or we can probably need like 2 tablespoons to make that much. And
And that's about just under 3/4.
yeah,
Okay. This is my part.
which is nice. If the water is a little warmer, it's gonna dissolve
Yeah,
really
with
quick.
dissolve more? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're basically just trying to cover the bottom of the pan, or
It's probably like 2 spoons.
okay, depending on the size of your pan. But it looks like almost cover the bottom of the pan. But we're not really trying to like deep fry it.
Yes.
We're just trying to saute the vegetables a little bit.
And we're gonna add the onions. The carrots we're gonna hold up, and there's a little thing that I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put the celery on. We're gonna wait for a little bit to just start getting all together, get translucent. The onions have to get
Okay.
translucent. When it's translucent, it's time to put the rice on. But you don't want the carrots to disappear in the rice.
Huh.
So the carrots you're gonna put it when the rice is simmered down and ready to.
That's interesting because I would almost think usually when I do something like a stew or something, I'll put the carrots in soon because they're hard. They take longer to cook. So that's a good tip.
So now we're gonna incorporate the rice. So vamos a poner el arroz. You see us right here. And then we're gonna there. Vamos a moverlo bien, que se mezcle todo eso. El arroz está cogiendo un color bien bonito, bien chévere. Vamos a esperar como unos 5 minutos. We're gonna stir it 5 minutes.
Let it come together for about 5 minutes before we pour the stock in.
Yeah, and then we're gonna put this chicken stock. Vamos a poner el caldo de pollo. Muy importante, hay que seguir moviendo el arroz para que no se pegue o no se queme.
I'm not sure. I missed that part. I know it's very important, so we got to maybe say in English.
We need to keep moving the rice.
Keep moving so it doesn't stick.
Then stick and don't get burned.
Okay. So you're still right around a medium flame, still actually cooking, okay?
No tiene que estar a mucha flama. Medium flame is good. So it's about time. Well, for the stock, most people ask how much you put it on. I always said you gotta put the chicken stock long as it's covered up.
So as long as the actual rice is covered,
Yeah,
you're good.
as it's covered up, you're gonna move a little bit. Then you gotta turn on all the way up the flame. You're gonna wait for maybe 2-3 minutes to start boiling.
Okay.
Cuando ya está hirviendo, vamos a bajar la llama to the minimum. Vamos a bajar la llama a lo mínimo.
So after it comes to a boil, do you let it boil for a certain amount of time, or once it's at the boil, it's time to drop it to a simmer?
When they start boiling up, it's time to drop it to simmer down.
And no more stirring at that point. Just
No more stirring, just to, we're gonna add a little more the oil.
Yeah.
And we have to watch out to the rice don't get too dry.
Okay.
Because nosotros utilizamos el caldo de pollo or chicken stock, we don't need to go put salt or any other seasons because that is already a nice flavor on it.
Right.
It is salty. Most chicken bases are really high in sodium, so I not recommend to put more salt on it. If you wanted to, it's your choice, but I'm not.
Because a lot of people are health conscious too and can't really have too much salt. So that's good to know.
I mean,
And
you
it'll
can-
get enough salt flavor without adding salt.
We can do the same rice with a veggie stock.
Right.
Or fish stock,
Or low
beef
sodium chicken stock.
Low sodium stock. It's gonna it's gonna taste different, but I think it's gonna come out good too. This is ready to simmer down, so we're gonna add our carrots. Usually, my mom you probably use. Mi mamá probablemente pone carrots, también pone beans, green beans. No, the beans that are coming like the sweet beans,
Yes.
alberjas.
So you can add other vegetables at this
You
point
can
as
put
well.
and it's anything, and you can add some shrimp
Right.
if you wanted to. You can make anything. This is the base for make anything else. Okay. You cover it out, and simmer down, and we're gonna go directly to make the sofrito for the chicken.
All right. So the rice is almost done cooking, and we're doing the sofrito now, right?
Ya, el sofrito es algo que, como lo estaba diciendo, Latino people, la gente de Ecuador, de Puerto Rico, todo el mundo tiene su own variation of la variación diferente de sofrito.
So what is sofrito? Is it like it's like a seasoning or?
It is more like
Salsa?
it's like a little salsa that you can put in anything, chicken, beef, and everything
Well, for
to cook
cooking.
it, to
For
cook
cooking,
with it.
okay.
Yeah. Entonces, para hacer este sofrito que lleva un poco de mis raíces latinas,
So what are the ingredients? I'm sorry.
entonces va a ser un tomate,
One tomato.
one bunch of cilantro,
Your favorite.
yeah.
Okay.
Esta cebolla está grande, half an onion, one bell pepper o sweet pepper o pepper rojo, y
Yes, garlic.
fresh garlic,
¿Cómo se dice garlic en español?
ajo.
Ajo.
Okay. So para el garlic y para todo esto, para hacer el sofrito no necesita estar todo bien finamente cortado.
So you can cut it in big chunks. It doesn't matter. It's gonna cook down anyway, right?
Yep. Nice.
Can you use the stems in that as well, or just the
You
leaves?
use everything.
Everything. You don't waste anything.
Nothing.
All right.
So we want to use everything.
A little more onion, huh? Okay. Oh, that's the half an onion, yeah.
That. The pepper.
And once everything's in, are we gonna cook this down, or?
We're gonna cook it with anato oil seed or achote oil.
Okay.
Una vez que esté
Man,
cocinado.
that's a good knife.
It is.
I was using mine this morning. It's crazy. It's so sharp.
It's out. It's out. Now, Rod, we're gonna need the achote oil.
All right. Now this is basically, you said we'd explain it to them later. It's basically achiote seeds and oil. You just put it together, let it come together, right? And then strain out the seeds.
To make it like coming together quicker, what you do is heat it up.
Okay.
So pretty much you cook the anato seeds and
Yep.
the oil, and then you
Together in a saute pan.
Yeah. Actually, without the seeds, you can use 2 cups of oil
Right.
and 2 tablespoons of the anato seed.
So it's 1 tablespoon to a cup, no matter how much you're making.
No
1
matter
tablespoon
what.
to a cup.
That depends. If you want more tasty or you want more color, you put more on it.
Understood.
So now we got all together in there. You see, you don't need to cut this really like nice and fine. It had to be like that because we're gonna cook a little bit and then we're gonna make like a puree. There you go. There you go. Start cooking in there. So nowadays it's getting all incorporated, really nice and cooking
yeah.
slow. I'm gonna add a secret ingredient. Guess what? Bro?
Your favorite, cumin.
Right? There you go. We're gonna add like we say like half a tablespoon of cumin.
Is that used in a lot of Ecuadorian cooking?
I'm not saying Ecuadorian. I probably say Latino people use
A lot of cumin, yeah.
Latino cumin is something really defined. Like every time that I try anything with cilantro or
Right.
cumin, it reminds my house, reminds
Okay.
my home.
We'll have to get the bartenders to make a cumin cocktail for you. That's something.
That'd be awesome. So now you guys, you can tell everything is cooking together. It smells really delicious already.
That's all good.
Se huele rico. Me hace acuerdo de mi casa, allá en Ecuador. Pero vamos a ver. Wow,
Rice
is
looking
looking
good.
good too.
All right.
Nice. Listo.
All
Estamos
right.
listos para hacer el sofrito.
So now it's all cooked together in the pan. So now we're gonna blend it together a little bit, right? Make
Yep.
it like a
A
puree.
paste, a paste.
Almost like that.
Una pasta.
Smells really good just by itself.
So,
And this is why cutting it, what you were saying earlier, you don't have to get a fine chop because the machine's gonna do the work.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I'll take that.
this pan we're not gonna
Oh,
we're
it's
not
just
wash it.
hold on.
We're
Okay.
gonna cook the chicken here.
Oh, so you want all that flavor?
Yeah.
All right.
So now vamos a procesarlo. Get it all together. Then we're gonna make sure that all the stuff come together. Then we're gonna take the caldo de pollo,
Oh, you
put it a little
mix that
bit,
in too. Loosen it up a little bit.
loosen it up, make sure that you know all those. It's pretty much the same thing.
Right.
So
Oh wow, that's nice.
that is all
You see
incorporated.
our cooking liquid now.
Yeah. Now we're gonna leave this for a minute here, and we're gonna take the chicken and put it in the pan and show it within the next.
We're gonna brown the chicken a little
Yep.
bit. Okay.
All right. Vamos a empezar para cocinar el pollo.
So now we're gonna fry the chicken up a little bit,
Yeah.
brown it a little bit.
Vamos a utilizar el aceite de achote.
So it's that same achiote oil that
Yeah.
we made earlier, and in the same pan with all that goodness in it still from
Yeah.
the sofrito.
We're gonna
That's
heat
why
up
you
a
said
little
not to
bit.
wash the pan. Understood.
You want to get a little bit heated up. Once it get heated up, vamos a poner el pollo ahí.
So you're trying to crisp the skin up a little, or it's a color
No,
thing, or sear it?
just to sear up a little.
Okay. That'll help it not dry out during the cooking process if you sear the skin, right?
Yep.
So when are you gonna run this as a special hot rods, man?
We should.
We should. Especially once people see it on the show, they're gonna want to come in and taste it. So maybe next week.
Can't wait.
I'll take off these gloves because they're just a fried chicken.
Exactly. Safety first. All right, so that's nice. So you sear it on one side, you turn it over. So you keep the pan nice and hot during all this, right?
Yep. As you see, the color is already incorporated with the chicken, which is
So
good.
you're not really trying to get it crispy. You just kind of
Just
sear it a little bit.
Sear
and
it.
then we add the liquid. There you go.
Now we're gonna add the sofrito which you just made. Vamos a poner el sofrito que hicimos.
There you go. All right. Now, how many is the most people you've ever cooked this for at once? Have you ever had to cook 5 chickens at once or 10 chickens at once?
Last time for Arroz party.
Oh yeah? That was it? Okay.
You cooked 10 chickens, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna add a little bit more the chicken stock or caldo de pollo. just enough to get.
It smells so good.
Now we're gonna stir a little bit.
So you don't need to actually cover all the pieces.
No.
It can be sticking out a little like that.
Yeah. Once it's get like that, because this is gonna be more like when they boil it up, all the stuff is gonna get cooked out.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Now we're gonna put it all the way up.
Again,
Put it
bring
up
it to a boil.
to start the boiling
Then drop
point,
it to a
then simmer down.
Simmer down, Carlos.
Now it's boiling point. You know, it's nice. You let it boil for maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
We're gonna cover up.
Now you don't stir it or anything. Once it's boiling, just let it go.
I did it before. Just put it on all the stuff.
Right,
You
right.
can stir every couple, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't need to because everything is cooking all nice, especially when you cover down.
Yep.
And then the
Just
next
drop
thing
down.
you have to do is try for the salt and pepper. If you like to add some, it's up to you. You want more salty,
Right.
salty. And then the rice is already done. Whoa. So this is how the rice come out.
So you can just take that off the flame and kind of just let it stay warm.
Yep.
I see what you're saying with the carrots. That looks really nice.
And then you're gonna ready. You're probably gonna wait about 25 minutes, and this is probably done.
Cool.
And we're ready to set it up and show you guys how it's gonna look in a nice plate.
How to eat it.
No?
All right.
It's gonna
Very
be our
good.
lunch.
All right, very good. That smells great, man. We're gonna plate it up. You gotta be careful when you cook this because it smells so good. His arroz con pollo brings all the girls to the yard.
All right, man. Let's go plate it.
All right.
The rice.
Oh, well, okay.
Sure.
Is it a little bit all right?
Maybe the camera.
Where'd they even come from? We're doing all the work,
I don't know.
and then you start plating it.
What do you like, bro?
I like anything, especially wing though. Wings are special to me. So,
All right, bro.
all right.
It's arroz con pollo.
It's my first time I've ever had arroz con pollo. Looks awesome. Nice
If you
job.
want to try to do at home, it's very simple, very quick. Anyone can make it, and take a couple times to make it right.
That's true. And for $10, you could pretty much feed your whole family of 4, which is pretty good.
6? Yeah, I would say 6 people.
Yeah, cool. Nice job.
Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy.